The following is a presentation of OPTV.
Great putts, great moments. It's on Putt-Putt.
Playing the rail, through the water, up. Wow. Dennis hitting some of the harder holes on this front nine.
Oh, wow. Didn't look like it was going to go. That's a 24. Be good.
Get in there. Yeah,
Nice.
Yes. Right.
That put him at 75.
Good shit, Dwight.
Dwight Hall looks, well, Dwight Hall appears he's going to win this tournament. Hello, everybody. It's Opie Roberts coming to you tonight from High Point. This is the Thursday night local, and it's the May the 15th edition, playing on course number 1 tonight. This is our first broadcast here in High Point in 2 weeks. Last week we were rained out, and now we've got a better weather pattern here. We have the Southern Putting Tour coming up in a couple of weeks, so we're going to be playing the next few tournaments here on this course. And we could see upwards of 22, maybe 23 players when we get underway in about a few minutes. We've got players from Hickory and some from Burlington here tonight. And we should expect more players over the next couple of weeks as well. Should have a big turnout 2 weeks from tonight when the Southern Putting Tour will be playing that weekend. Could have numbers up in the 30s. And as you can see, we've had some partly cloudy skies here in High Point, Temperature is, right now, it's a warm one, 84 degrees. West-southwest wind at 5 miles an hour, humidity at 52%. And there's your field of players practicing at the moment. Let's look at our lineups for tonight. All right, so we have 25 players tonight. It's our biggest turnout so far in High Point. So it's going to be a relatively long night. And it's going to be 12 groups here. We got a threesome at the top. Everybody else is in twosomes. And here's Chase Ferguson, who is our defending champion from 2 weeks ago, leading off here in this large field of 25. And picked up where he left off in his win at Asheboro with an ace. Second on the tee, this is Keith Waters. Pull it a little bit. Starts with the deuce. Too close. And this is a threesome, and the third player on this tee in this pairing here is Mike Alley. Mike's going to get the ace there. You can look out here. We got 9 players who either represent Hickory or Burlington here tonight. we should expect a higher number next week when Rick and Fredette come back from their U.S. Open adventure in Atlanta next week, and we'll have Southern Tour players coming down here 2 weeks from tonight. We could expect as many as 35 players for that one. And Mike's also 2 under par. He pushed that one and left it short.
This is where it's going to be for me tonight. I can already see it.
And we'll let him play the third hole right quick. Chase got a kick there, and he'll tap that deuce putt in. Mike got that one, so he's the first to 3 under. Keith's going to come off the block, and it goes in on the last roll. As we continue on to this pairing here, we'll look at hole 4. It is an anthill hole, however, the hole's at the back rail. Mike Ellis first on the tee. He hit it late, and I'm sorry, hit it early off that rail. He's going to get his first 2 of the evening. And Keith's going to drop that tee shot in.
Turn it up. Let's go. Fire. Catch fire.
And let's go to the first hole, our second pairing.
Turn it up.
On the tee is Dylan Robertson. And he got a straight kick there.
Don't worry, it's just the first round, dog. I'm not with that shit.
Dylan starts with a 2. And he's paired with Steven Batkins. There's the ace for Steven. Now we go to 5. He's not going to get there. He pulled the tee shot just a hair. As you can tell, the ball breaks hard from right to left as it comes down the fairway. And he'll putt that for 2. Makes it there. And here's Chase on the tee. Chase got that one. So let's go back to the first hole. This is our third pairing, and this is Dale Crocs. And he gets the ace there. And his partner tonight is Mark Wood.
Come on. Be good. Thank you.
Mark's going to hit the whole front door, and he's going to get his 2. We'll see Dylan Robertson on 3. To hit the block. To be behind the block. He's going to be spacing it off. Putting that for his 2. Let's look at Chase on the tee at 6. Let's look at the drop off hole. 2 pipes there to drop. And Chase is now 5 under par. He's now on the tee. like he lagged it. Now it pushed out to the right. All right, back to 1. Here's their 4th pairing of 12. On the tees, Randy Simpson. That's going to stay out right, and he'll tap at his par. And his partner tonight is Rory Boyles. And he pulled it, and Rory's going to start with a deuce. First time we go to 7. Chase's tee shot. That's late, hanging out left, and Chase will putt this for 2. Get it on 4 right quick. That's kicked, and it's moved out left. All right, do 2 there. Dale's on 3 with the ace off the block. Let's look at Steven on 5. That's going to be left. It appears. Yep. Mark Wood on 3. That's going to be short. Did not hit the ball, and he'll pick up that deuce. Steven it hit the back of the cup. It was a little too firm up that hill. He'll get the 3 there. And Roy on 2 will get the ace back door. Nice start for him. He's now 100. Pairing number 5 now set. This is Daniel Kearns on the 2. And Daniel gets the ace right off the bat. And he's paired tonight with Mike Johnson. Pushed it a little. That'll be a deuce there. And the tee shot of Roy on 3 goes in off the block. And he's marked on the tee at 4. He's got gonna curl back. Nope. Stops there at the back rail. He's gonna get his 2, and we'll look at 9 for the first time. Keeps on the tee. Keith's going to be just left. It's going to be a deuce there. Right back to 4. After going see Dale on 5, his tee shot goes in. And now Roy on the tee at 4. Pardon the sun today. The sun is setting, facing me. Roy's going to get the ace there, back door, good putt. And let's go back to 1. Going to have our 6th group of the evening, and on the tee first is Brad Hope. He's one of our Hickory players. Brad's going to get the ace there. Nice start for him. And he's paired tonight with Graham Sigmund. Graham hit the lip there, and it caused it to cross over and make this off the left, and he's going to get his 2 putt there. And let's go to 6. See Mark Wood on the tee. He's playing right rail shot, going back door, and it just misses off to his right. He'll get his 2. Speaking of two, let's go to that hole. At Hope on the two, he's going to be left. And that's going to stay out there for his deuce. And we go back to hole one with our seventh pairing. This is John Wilder, the course owner of Burlington, making the trip here tonight. John's going to start with his deuce. And he's paired tonight with Gavin Hoke. Gavin's going to get an ace there for the putt. Right now we got Mike Johnson on the tee at 4. Mike's going to miss there off to the left. Randy gets 2. Randy Simpson for his par on 5. Oh, he lips out there. He's brought Hook on through. And that's going to, nope, caught the lip, and he's going to pick up his deuce there. All right, we're going to watch Graham now on the tee at 3. Graham whips it in, good putt. And let's head back to the first hole. Our 8th pairing of the night. On the tee, another Burlington player representing is Angelo Corianos. That's gonna cross. And that's a deuce there for Angelo. And he's going to be playing with Earl Johnson. Earl will make that tee shot. Good putt. Okay, here's Graham on the tee at 4. That's crossing over to the left, and we'll go to 13 for the first time. Keith on the tee. That should go in. Good putt there for Keith. See Chase on the tee. That came out. He kind of whipped out there. He's going to give himself a 3. I'm sorry, a 2 there. Mike Alley on the tee. Should go in for Mike. Yes, it did go in. Went between the triangle and the hole, hit the back rail, and then leaked over. Okay, so here we go with our 9th pairing of the evening, and this is now John Crawford, one of our other Burlington players here tonight. Johnny is making a triumphant return here to the PPA. He's been playing regularly at Burlington this year. And Johnny will get the ace there. Johnny's a 2-time TV participant back in the 80s. And he's paired with Richard Millen, another of the Hickory contingent of Richard will also make it. Nice start there. Graham on the tee at 5. Missed right, didn't turn back over. And here is John Wilder for his 2 there on 4. And this will be Gavin Hoke on the tee. Gavin will. Well, he thought he was going to stop in the back rail and it sweeped in. Good putt. If you're not familiar with this course here, yes, hole 4. There is a. It is a little slope that comes back from the back rail. Normally it would go in off that back rail. But we got Brad Hoke on the tee at 6. And that's it. Good shot. All right. Well, let's look at Gavin on the tee at 5. And Gavin makes it. That's 2 in a row since the bogey on 3. Graham's on 6. That pulled off to the left, and he's going to get his 2. And John Wilder on 5. Looks like he bunted it. That's going to go left. And he'll go down the hill for his 2. And now pairing number 10. This is Caitlin Hoke on the tee. If you're not familiar with Caitlin, she is Gavin's wife. And she putted short. That's a 2 for her. And her partner nice, Chris McDonald. And Chris is, well, shaved off the left lip. It almost went back in. So he's going to get himself a deuce. These 4 players left to tee off the evening here. We've got Johnny Crawford missing there on 3 after he hit it off the triangle. And let's look at John Wilder on 6. Rail, and it is not going to go. It stopped on its tracks right there. We got Richard on 3, and he's going to be getting the 2 there. Here's your next to last pairing, and this is Brian Deal on the 2. He's got the ace there, and he's going to be paired tonight with Russell Sigmund. Russell will miss, and that's a deuce there. We walk up here, D'Angelo making the tee shot here on 5. Yeah, and now this is Earl on the tee. Readjusting. And it should go in for Earl. Good putt. And let's go to 3. Caitlin will go for her 2. And now the final player of the evening. Final group, I should say. This is Brett Newman. And he's paired with David Myers. David will not get it, then he'll begin his evening with the deuce. And that puts all 25 players all on the course. And let's go to 11 with our first look there at the L hole. Hole sitting at the corner on a incline. Daniel Kearns on the tee. Backdoored it in. Good putt. Over to 9. Not sure if he's wanting to. There's a group yet to start on 10. Well, we can move up here to 18. Friesen is about to finish the opening round. Keith's on the tee first. That's in. No, misses. Keith will tap the deuce in. Now Chase Ferguson on the tee. Chase makes it there. And we'll check out Mike Alley. That's going to be missed right. Mike's going to get his deuce. You see Caitlin with her deuce there on 4. First look at 17. Dylan missed left, and he's at the back rail, putting for his 2. Got the 2 there. And let's go to 10 for the first time. Gavin Hook on the tee. Ooh. There is a special ruling on this hole tonight because we've had rain here the past couple of days here. This course does not drain well. There is water in the cup that's pretty much filled, so all putts usually are good if within reasonable distance. So Gavin's going to get a 3. And here's Dale Crops on 16. That's it. No. Missed right. On 10, John Wilder. That's dropped in there. Good putt. We're going to 15 for the first time. Randy Simpson will be on the tee. Just squeezed by that tip there. He'll get a 2. Brad Hook on the tee at 12. That's in. Good putt. All right, let's head out to 14 with our first look there. We'll see Daniel Kearns on the tee. No, not had a chance at the hole there. They got to kick off that side rail, so he'll get his 2. We're back 1 to 13. Signals on the tee. And it's going to miss that right. Comes off the lip and it goes in. Good putt. All right, and here's your first look at the 1 pipe hole. Hole number 8. And this is on the tee, John Crawford. Kick off that right rail and up that for 2. That's 1 to 9. Angelo on the tee. Nice smooth stroke down that right rail, and that's in there. Good putt. And we'll watch Randy Simpson on 17. Hold off a minute. For a moment here, let's go to 18. Dale's tee shot. That's going to be a 2 there. Randy's looks like it's going to be in there. No, it's short, and it rolled up the hill still. He should get his 2 there. And let's head out to 10. Angelo on the tee. No, that got a late kick there. Slid the first rail, but was pretty late after that, so he's going to be getting a deuce there. Kindly picked that up. Mike Johnson's going to be on the tee at 16. He's trying front door, and it's missed left. He's at the corner, should get the 2. And Earl on 10. That's to his left. And John Crawford whipped out 9 on his tee shot. Back to 16. Daniel's on the tee. It's got the slam dunk its way in. Good putt. Let's move back here to 18. Randy got the deuce. Rory on the tee to finish his first round. And he pulled it. Rory's going to go for 2. Back to 17. And Daniel's got that one to go. And now John Crawford for his deuce putt on 9. Nice 2. Well, let's head over to the clubhouse. A couple of groups already in. We'll just get our first look at the scores. First 3 groups are in.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
And no surprises here. Chase Ferguson out in front with the 26. Mike Alley and Darren Crotch at 28. And Keith at 29. All right, we'll go back out here. Couple of groups, well, one group into our second round. That's Chase there on 3. That's in off the triangle. Good putt there. Homage to Rick Baird there. And here's David Myers on 7. That's in. Great putt there. There's Daniel on 18 at the right rail for a 2 there as soon as he walks it off the rail. Made it. Good putt. Mike Johnson on the tee. And Mike's going to miss right, and that's a deuce for him. And we zoom it up here to 17. Graham's on the tee. Off that left rail, and it's missed left, and he's putting for 2 there at the back rail. Here's Chase on the tee at 4. And Chase missed left, he'll get his 2. Here's Caitlin Hoke on 9. She is going to be getting herself a 2. And Brad Hoke on the tee here at 17. That's short, man.
So soft to shoot.
Russell on 8 got that tee shot. What?
How soft to shoot?
Not now. Let's get Brian Deal on the tee. Brian's going to be getting that to lip in off the left side. Good putt. And head back to 17. We'll look at Gavin Hook on the tee. He's short. Should get his 2 there. And pushed it. Now he's left with the par putt from about 4 feet. Gets it there. Let's go to 17. John Wilder missed that one to the left. Back to 18. Brad Hoke missed that one to the right. He'll finish with the deuce. And let's go to 5. Into the second round. Mike Alley got the tee shot. And Keith's on the tee. And Keith's gonna get that one to go. Good putt. And Stevens on the tee at 4. And that should go in. Good putt.
That's for you, Olympic.
And we'll check out Dylan on the tee. Dylan will also make it. Good putt. There's Brett on 8, missing there. To the left, he'll get his 2. Good putt there. And let's got Mark Wood on 3. And no, he's partially stymied. Looks like I got a little job to do here, excuse me.
And then kind of like
That way.
this way.
Yeah. Like that, yes. All right, he'll putt that for 2 behind the block. We'll see Steven on 5.
Straighten out.
That's in. Good shot. Back to 7. He's gonna get that one to go. Good putt. And check it on 13 with John Crawford. And that's tailed off to the right there. It does break hard once it goes down that little, that large crack there underneath that carpet. Chase is on the tee here at 7. And it's gonna be in there too. Nice roll. Good putt. Here's Mike Alley on the tee. Oh, slid the rail, and that's going to be heading down to the back rail there for his 2. And we got Dale on the tee here at 4. Scott's come off the back rail. Drop it in. Good putt. We're gonna move out here to the court, go inside the clubhouse again. And starting to get some good scores here. Brad Hoke and Graham Sigmund both turned in 27, so they're a stroke back of Chase right now. Mike Alley and Dale Croft are now tied for fourth at 28. Still got 10 players on the course to finish round number 1. Go to Chase on the tee at 8. That's in. Nice putt. All right, and let's look at hole 11. Ryan Deal will be on the tee. Short. And a 2 there. Angelo's on 17. I think he made it. And there's Steve's on 9. He's going to get that one. Good putt. And he'll spread on 10. Missed left. That's a 2. Got Russell on 12. And that's in. Good putt. And we see Richard Miller on 15. Oh, that's tailing right. Go back to 12. And Brian's tee shot goes in, good putt. And here is Richard for his par on 15. That's in there good too. Chase is on 9 for his par. And he's got the pipe there. It's kind of obstructing his line. While he's on that deuce putt, let's go to 18. Angelo for his tee shot here. Chase is going double bank, and that won't go, so he'll get a 3. Angelo gets a 2. Now on the tee, Mike Alley. That's going to go in. Good putt.
Finally hit it right.
And Richard Miller on 16 is going to putt this for 2. And we'll see John Crawford on the tee.
Oh, good God. Did we get 3 like that ball? That's what I got.
And John's going to miss there between the hole and the rail there. So he'll putt this for 2. Get Mike Alley on 10. That should go. No, it went to the right. That's what we call pro side. Let's see if Chase can rebound from the bogey on 9. Oh, that was too hard there. He whipped off the left side there. Well, let's look at the competitors that are in at 27, playing hole 4. And Brad's going to get that one to no lip. It tried to turn back to the hole. Just didn't turn back enough, and here's Graham on the tee now at 4. And Graham will not get that one. All right, so now we've got almost 3/4 of the field of 25 in. And okay, so it's still Chase at 26, and Brad Hoke and Graham Segan both at 27. Okay, and we've got still 8 players left on the course to finish opening round. We go to 4 again. Actually, we will go back in a moment. Let's go over to 9. Well, Dylan picked up his tee shot. Well, let's go to 18 then. Richard's on the tee. Richard's going to be going for 2 there. Mark on 9. He's going with the straight shot. That's an old school shot from the way back when years. Back in the fast carpet days. He's going to pick up his deuce. And back to 18, Johnny Crawford on the tee. And that ought to go in. Nice putt there. Dale's on the tee at 9. And that's going to drop in for Dale. Good putt. All right, let's look at Randy Simpson on 8. And Randy will get that one. Good putt. And out to 17. Got Chris McDonald. And he'll miss left. And he's going to putt this for his 2. We got Steven on 10. And that is off the left lip. He'll pick that up for his 2 since there's water in the cup. Oh, he's going to like to hit it. Yeah.
He didn't tell me to pick it up.
Yeah, that is a special ruling tonight because of that water in the cup. Yeah, that's enough to drown your ball. And we got Brian Deal on 15, his tee shot. He hit the tip of that left triangle. I think he was trying for the straight shot. And now he's in really big danger for his 2. Got Steven on 11. Hit a little too firm going front door. And he will pick up his deuce there. All right, and now we go to 7. Shot's going to go in there. Good putt. Dylan lipped 12 and he got thrown. He lipped 12, didn't hit the left pipe, and he's thrown behind the right pipe. And he's putting this for 2. Go back to 7. Graham's tee shot. He's going to be short. And he's going to get his deuce there. Meanwhile, back to 12. Dylan is putting this for 2. As he's on there, let's go back to 15. David's going to miss left. He's going to get his 2 there, or should get his 2. And Dylan did miss the deuce putt. And looks like we've got a congested area here. Looks like Daniel's ball on the tee at 8. Stephen putting for deuce on 12. Got that one. And Brett for his par on 15. Got it there. Dale plunks in the tee shot on 10. And now Mark Wood will be on the tee. And Mark gets his 2 there off the back rail. And just missed Randy Simpson drilling in 9 off the right rail.
That's good. Pick up on that. Gotta holler.
Here's Roy on the tee. He's short there. Back to 11. Dale gonna be short there. Daniel on 8. That's in. Good putt. Dale got his 2 there. Let's go to 17. Oh, look. Also got the right lip there. That's rare. I kept it up top as well. Gonna get a tap in deuce there. And back to 16. That's on the tee. And Brett will drop it in off the left lip. Good putt. Randy on 10, missed right. That's a 2 there. And on 18, Brian Deal putting for his 2. Makes it there, and Russell will be on the tee. Let's look at Daniel first on 9. That should go in. Good putt there. And it should go if it has enough speed. No, it's going to be a 2. Mike Johnson out on the tee here at 9. And Mike's going to make that one. Good putt. And let's head back over to 7. John Wilder got the big kick there off that left rail. And he'll putt that for 2. Got it, just barely. Okay, let's head to 10. Daniel on the tee. And Daniel makes that tee shot. And we head back to 9. Brad's short of the cup there. Brad's on the tee at 17. And he's short. So he'll get his 2 there. Back to 4. Oh, he finded the deuce and he'll get a 3. 3s are rare on this hole. Johnny Crawford will be on the tee. Let's go to 18. That's the final twosome now. Finishing up the first round. Brett's on the tee. And a 2 there. Johnny Left that one to the left there on 4. Now we head back to 18. I'd like to apologize in advance if this video is forced to have some editing done because of that music in the background. If it's copywritten type of music, I have to adjust the editing on this. And David went left, and he's putting for 2 there. Just so you know, we are coming to you from High Point on May 31st and June 1st. We're going to have the Southern Putting Tour here, so that's why you see this large turnout here. A lot of these players are from the PPA. We do have 2 more Thursday nights prior to the Southern Tour coming up. Both of these events are on course 1. And when we have our tournament 2 weeks from tonight, we should get as many as 35 players. There will be, nice putt there from Mike Alley, there will be some out-of-towners from other states that will already be here. And Chase is now on the tee. And we'll go to the clubhouse as soon as he's done with this round. Well, done with this hole, excuse me. First round is complete and it's almost 8:30. Wow. You don't see that every day. We've seen about 3 of those tonight. Catching the right lip and throwing it off to the left rail. So he'll tap in his 2. So here it is, 8:23 on Thursday night, 53 minutes into our tournament. We're already now done with the first round. Usually by this time the tournament's over at this point. All right, Chase Ferguson at 26, leading by 1 shot over Brad Hoke and Graham Sigmund. 2 back are Dale Crotts and Mike Alley at 28. There is a few 29s on the board. 2 of them to be exact. 3 of them, excuse me. That's Keith Waters, John Crawford, and Brian Deal. All right, let's move on outside here. And let's go to 4. And that's going to be a 2 there for Brian Deal. Back to 18.
I'm trying to get it over there and I just yanked it.
He's putting for his 2 off the right rail. Let's see Angelo on 9. That is in. Nice putt there. He's got the deuce there. And here's the first round leader to finish the second round.
Well, I had a
Tell you right now, folks, it is kind of humid out here still. We've had rain here most of this week here, and this is the first sunny day since the weekend. Actually, since last Friday, to be exact. Chase will get his 2. And this is actually the warmest tournament we've had either in Asheboro or High Point so far in 2025. I'm told tomorrow it's going to be even more humid. High's supposed to be in the mid to upper 80s, but it's going to feel like it's going to be in the maybe around 90 or so. Wind is not a factor. It's not even blowing right now. Steven misses left on 17. Yes, we are here middle of May, and we're already starting to feel the effects of the humidity out here, which is on Here's deuce putt here on 7. And he pulled it there. Didn't really need to hit it that hard. This is very fast slick carpet, even though it is slow tight. But this is now for a 3. And they post that one, so he's going for 4 now. Let's go back to 18. Dylan's going to take a 2 there. Let's go to 11. Angelo's tee shot goes in front door. Now we'll see Earl on the tee. Rolled over the hole. He'll get his 2. Here's Dale on 17. Rattles it in. That's how you generally play it, but not like that. John Crawford on 7. His tee shot. That is going to be in there for John. Good putt. Let's move over to 12. Angelo's on the tee. That's going to hang on for a moment here. And we got Randy Simpson making 16. Whoops. His tee shot went in. Now back to 12. And Jello got it. Good putt. Got Daniel on 15. And that's in. Nice putt there. Here's Dale putting for par on 18. And he'll get it there. John Crawford on the tee at 8. And slid off the rail and he missed it right. Brett's on 4. He will get it. Last roll. Hey, he looked out there on this deuce putt. I don't know if that truck that went by there revving his buffer had anything to do with his concentration. And he got his 2 there on 17. Mark's going to get his 2 there on 18. No, hold it. It went left. So 2 there. And here's Richard on 8. And he'll miss there. Richard gets a 2. 16. And there's Daniel on the tee. And that's a 2 there. Stay on this hole with Mike Johnson on the tee. No, it's left. Mike will give it 2 there. Let's go to 15. Got Graham's tee shot. And Graham's gonna get that one to go. No, left. And that's a par there. Let's go back to 9. Johnny's tee shot. Johnny Crawford is about a couple of feet from the cup. That's a 2. And now the first group is making their way to pole 1 to begin their third and final round, and we'll go ahead and get the scores now as we have them at the moment. Chase is at 54 and Mike Ellie's at 56. Keith Waterfield Quad's at 57. On the first tee, Mike Ellie's short. Actually, I think he might have hit the back of the cup and popped in. Here's Keith on the tee. That's 2 is missed. He'll get his deuce. Now Chase on the tee. Chase is currently the leader at 54. Crossing over, buddy goes, good putt. Chase is underway in the final round with an ace there. And we will look at Caitlin Hoke on hole number 9. And she kicked off the right rail, but it might still go. No, it hung on. It's hanging on the left lip. All right, back to 2. Chase's tee shot. He's gonna. Oh, it hit the right lip and it crossed over and hit the back rail. So a 2 there for Chase. Mike Galley on the tee, who was 2 back of Chase as the third round got underway. And that's going to be also off that right lip. So he'll pick up his deuce. We're going to go back outside. First, we're going to take a look at the scores here. Chase 54, Mike Alley 56. He's going to be short there on 2 off that back rail. Dale Krotz and Keith Waters at 57. Daniel's coming in. We'll get those 2 scores. Them shot 30 in that opening round. All right, we got a 55 by Daniel, so he's now in a stroke off the lead. Mike Johnson at 57, so with this large crowd here, we could have a tight race down the stretch here in this final round. So let's go out here. Daniel shot 25. All right, Keith's now even par through 3. Let's go over to Go over to 18. So based on what I'm getting at, Chase at 54, he's 2 under. And after 4, Mike Alley is at 56, and he is even after 3, or after Keith's even after 3 as well. Graham's on the tee. Finishing his second round. That's going to be pushed out to the right. He'll putt that for 2 at the drop area. Mike Alley missed his tee shot, so he's now 0 for 4 beginning his final round. Keith down the tee. That should be his first day. So no, it's going to cross over. So he's even after 4. Let's go to 8. It's David Myers on the tee. Dale starting the second round with an ace there. Or final round with an ace.
Oh, too hard.
All right, 2 there for David. Chase made 5. He's 3 under now. Damn, Mike Alley's missed left. Dale's short on 2. And Mike pushed the deuce. All right, he drops the 1 over when he makes his third putt from the same spot he hit his deuce. Yep, and now Keith on the tee. And Keith's going to be in there for his first ace of the final round. All right, let's look at some more scores here. See, that's Brad Hook getting ready to write those scores in. All right, it looks like a 56 for Brad and a 58 for Graham. All right, so it's Chase 54, Daniel 55, Brad 56 at the moment. And we'll see Dylan on 4. Makes it there, good putt.
You hit it like you did it. You just gotta trust it. Strikes you.
Mike Alley on the tee. Here at 6. For his first ace of the round. No, that's left. Dale on 3. All right, he's clear for his deuce. Stays at 1 under on his final round. Chase on 4 or 7, but going to 400. Dylan makes 5. All right, there's Daniel Kearns and Mike Johnson. Getting ready to tee off momentarily. And let's go to 18. He pushed the tee shot. That's missing right. He's got about a couple of feet, maybe 2.5 for his par. Dale made the tee shot on 4. That puts him at 2 under. And we go over to 1.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Put Daniel on the 2. Turn, nope. Starts that round with a 2. And now Mike Johnson on the 2. And Mike is gonna be short there, so he starts with a deuce. Go to 9. He's sitting at 85 at the moment, with 10 to go. That's pushing out left. He'll get his 2. He'll be at 85 now with the back 9 to play. Trying to zoom in on Daniel on 2 here. That is just missed right. Randy on 4 is kicking. And that's a 2 there. So Dale's at 2 under. Daniel is even. Mike Johnson is even going to 2. And Mike will not get that one either, so he stays at even par through the second hole. This is Dylan on hole number 8. Dale Crockett the 2 there on 6, so he stays at 2 under. Good putt, Dylan. And Steven on the tee. Oh, that's going to hug the rail there, missing right, and we'll go back to 3. Daniel Kearns is on the 2, started around 1 back. That looks good. There's his first ace, back to 1. There's Van Sickle on the 2. Graham's going to make it there. Good putt. Back to 3. Mike Johnson is also in. He's getting his first ace. And Brad's going to make 1. Good putt there. Out to 10. Chase slipped out there. He'll get the 2. Here's Dale on 7 for his 2. Makes it there. Daniel's on 4. And he's short. So he stays 1 under on his round. And we're going to go back inside. And Graham made hole number 2. Puts him at 2 under. And there's a 57 by Angelo.
That must be the one that just come in here and spoke to me.
Mike Johnson, I'm looking at the score sheet at the same time. Mike Johnson lipped off the left side on 4, made it back door. Brad Hook got the tee shot on 2. So we'll check out Graham on 3. Get in, nope, that's a 2. Dale on 8. It's left there. Stays at 2 under, back to 3. And Brad will not get it. Just shaved off that left lip. He's going to get his 2. And to 5. Johnson misses right. And we'll look at Chase on 11. And he's now 6 under. Putting it at 84, back to 5. So it's Graham on 4. Daniel missed, and Graham's also short. All right, there's a 2 there. Now Brad on 4. Daniel missed the deuce, drops him to even. Brad's going to be 3 under now after 4. As we move on back into the clubhouse. Alright, and do it 50. Okay, no added scores yet. Mike Johnson picks up the ace on 6. He's at 3 under now. Daniel will be on the tee now at 6 with the ace there. That puts him back at even at 1 under, excuse me. And we'll go over to 3 or 5. Brad got that one. So he's 4 for 5 to get that final round. Okay, Chase on the tee here at 13. He's now at 8 under on the round. Mike Galley on that same hole, missed right, and it goes in back. Wow! That spun differently off that left rail, off that back rail. And let's look at Keith right quick. Should go in. That's in, good putt. Back to 7. Mike's missed left. We're at the back rail, putting for his 2. See Stephen on 12 for his 2. Brad's on 6, putting for his 2. Makes it there. And Chase on 14. Got it. 9 under now, putting him at 81 at the moment. And Graham made 6. Mike Galley missed 14 there. He's putting for his 2. Back to 11. Dale got a tee shot, I believe. No. And Dale's fading a bit. Let's go to 13. Stevens' tee shot will go. Good putt. And here is Gavin Hook on 6. All these bodies in the way here. Short there. So he's putting for his 2. And here's Johnny Crawford on hole number 2. Chase on the tee at 10, 15. And Chase made it, get to 10 under. And Johnny got the tee shot on 2. All right, looking at Graham's tee shot on 6 or 7, goes in. That's on the tee. He just misses right. And that's a par there coming up at the 2. Good putt. I'm going to have to swing back here to the clubhouse. And see, got one group left to finish round number 2. Okay, well, all right, 54 by Chase, 55 by Daniel, 56 by Brad Hoke, and Russell's getting ready to post the score. All right, Russell's at 57, Ryan Deal at 58, and then David and Brett now about to finish the final round, second round. Brad missed 8. And here is Brett on the tee at 18. And that is going to miss there to the left. He'll have his 2.
Just throw it off a little.
All right, back to 16. Yep, he's in. So now that puts him at 79. Brad got the deuce there on. Nope, he missed the deuce, so he drops to 3 under. And let's look at Mike Johnson on 11. And Mike went past the cup there. Mike's putting for 2, back to 9. Ran for his par. Got it there. And that's going to be left, I think. Yep. So that tapping deuce will put him at 89. And here is Chase on 17. He hasn't missed the whole 10. Pulled it. And he's heading to the back rail for his 2. Back to 9. There's John Wilder with an ace there. All right, let's get all the scores in now after the second round. Chase will likely win again. Appreciate it. Well, there's a 55 by Brett Newman, so he's a stroke off the lead. So let's watch, keep that in mind going to the final round here. Let's look at Caitlin Hoke here on 4. She's going to miss, and, well, actually, it's going to roll back. Good putt.
Fell in, it just kept rolling.
It does that.
It kept rolling.
It
looks like somebody like
kept rolling.
it does it does that. Yes, it does.
Dude, you got it.
Oh, I got most.
I'm
I got the entire rollage of the
you
ball.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to watch that bag.
Yeah.
I'll look like a fool.
All right, let's go over to 8.
Tap it in and just throw it in. I almost fell in like that.
Earl Johnson's on the tee. And Earl will not get it. He was short of the cup, so he's got a 2. All right, we go over to 18. Mike's going to be getting himself a deuce, finishing his night. Back to 8. Angelo with the tee shot. Good putt. And here's Chase on 18.
The 28 is divided up. I should try it around. Not great, but it's okay. 27 below.
That's pushed out right, and that'll be a deuce finishing at 79. I will double check right quick.
84, 87, and 79.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet. Back to 1. Brett will get that ace, so Brett does not know he needs a 23 to win. Here's Brian Dale making 4. Brett's on the tee at 2. Well, no, actually, he'll be on the tee in a moment. Angelo stuck. Oh, got it off that right lip. And let's look at Richard Miller putting on hole number 8. Got that one to go. Good putt. Brett on 2. He does not get it. Flips around off that back rail. So a par for Brett. And we head to 13. Brad Hoke trying to get a solid finish here. Oh, I hit the tip and it just about went in. Get Caitlin on 7. And that will not go. She'll get her 2.
I tried to make it stay.
David Byers putting on hole number 3 for his 2. Right, Brett now on the tee. And Brett's gonna get that one to go. So that puts it at 2 under on the round. Let's go to 13 again. Gavin's tee shot will go in as well. Good putt. Brian Deal on 5 with the ace there. But and up to 4. That's going to swing hard and stayed out. So he'll tap that deuce. So he's still at 2 under. He was at 56, so he's now at 88. I think, no, he's at 90, so he's still 11 back in the lead. Here's Daniel Kearns on 15. All right, Mike, I'm sorry. I take that back. Brett was at 55, so he's 10 back. Mike Johnson on the 2. Right, he caught the right lip. Earl Johnson, he's going for his 2. They're on 11. And here is David Myers for his 2 on 5. Makes it there. And Brett's on the tee. And that went left. Alright, so he's putting this for 2. Alright, he's good there, so he's 10 back with 13 remaining. Here is Chris McDonald putting on hole 9. No, he's not going to get close to the cup. He'll putt this for 2. Brian Dillon 7th, well short there. And he'll putt this for 2. We'll head back to 6. And Brett not gonna get it. Let's go to 7. Russell went past the cup there. He's going to putt for 2 there at the back rail. We'll get back to Brett in a few moments here. He'll be on 7. He's 2 under after 6. We're going to look at Rory on tee at 18. And he lagged the ramp.
It is not over. Where you gotta go? You gotta go. You want to strip club?
And that's a good 2 off the tee mat. Good putt. Here's Daniel on 17. And Daniel will miss right. And Daniel will putt this for 2. And look at Chris McDonald on the tee at 10. Missed there to 7. Brett Rivers on the tee. That ought to go in. All right, so he's still in good shape here. He's only 300 in the round. We go to 12.
Okay. Oh yeah, thank you.
And Richard went past the cup. He'll putt for 2. Here's Gavin Hook on 16. And that will not go in. Miss left. Chris McDonald get the tee shot front door on 11. Good putt. And then we'll head back to 16. John Wilder on the tee.
That's right. I think they're wrong. I was terrible last time.
At the corner there, he's going to putt that for 2.
You ain't right.
And there's Angelo on 14, going to get his 2. Right now, the score to beat here is 79, Chase Ferguson. Did I see, whoops.
I was gonna say, man, that's too hard.
I think I see,
Wish he would have got that one.
I'm not sure what happened there. Hurricanes were playing tonight, trying to clinch the series with the Capitals. And Brett is on the tee at 8 with an ace there. So he's 400, putting him at 89 now with, I'm sorry, 87 now with 10 to go. Richard on the tee. Makes there on 13, makes on 13, good putt. And here's Brian Dill on 10. With the ace there, good putt.
Good too.
All right, Russell now on the tee. That's left. Take it on the tee. 12. That should be in there. Good putt. And Brett crushed the tee shot on 9, so he's at the back rail for his par. And he'll be at 87 with 9 to go. Got there, so let's walk up inside to look at those scores now. About the first 10, 12 players are in. Maybe first 11. All right, so right now Chase at 79. Keith at 84 in second. He might stick it in, but Brett's still on the course. He's at 87. And there's a pair of 85s by Daniel Kearns and Mike Johnson. On 18. Gavin Hope going for his 2.
Enjoyed it. Are you winning?
And he gets it. John Wilder now on the tee. Playing right. Oh, it lagged the hill. Just didn't get it up that chute, up the drop area there. So he'll putt for 2. And now we got everybody on the back that's left to determine on the back 9. And John's going to go to the back rail. He's going to be getting a 3 there. All right, we head to 10. Now Brett has to ace out here to win. This one to go to a playoff. This more than one, then Chase will win the second in a row. But now Brett's got to ace out to tie Chase. Okay, so that's a 2 there. That's why we had that special going tonight where because of the water in the cup, all putts within reach were good. There's still about half full there. Let's go to 15. And Richard makes it. Good putt. We got Earl on 16 with a deuce there. David Myers on the tee at 11. And that went past the cup. Brian Gill on 12. That's in. Good putt. And we got Chris McDonald for his 2 on 14. Now we hit back to 11. This putt to keep them alive.
Terrible on this hole.
That's got to hurry. It is not going to go, and that will be it. Brett will tap in his 2. We got Russell there, leaving 13, also leaving 12 short. Still has a shot at second. Second at the moment was 84. We'll look at the scores in a moment. Let's go to 16. And Richard left it short. Yeah, so now if you're unfamiliar with how the scoring system works in High Point in terms of how many points you get, first, it's 1 point for every player that is in the field. So tonight we have 25 players. There's a good putt there for Angelo. That means the winner will get 25 points, but there'll be additional points for how many strokes you win by. So at best right now, Chase will get 30 points tonight. He'll really stretch that lead of his. So you get 25 plus right now 5 bonus points for one for every stroke that he's winning by. Earl will get his 2. Brett's getting his 2 there on 12, and let's head back inside and see some other scores. Well, we got Brad Hoke finishing at 84, so he's now tied for second. Chase at 79. He's going to win his second in a row and third on the season. He'll actually be the first player to win 3 times here in High Point this year. Okay, so let's go back now to the course. Got Angelo on 18. Oh, hit the cup and he's thrown off to the left corner. Richard Miller on 17. Going for his 2. Brett made 13. That puts him at 88. Richard got his 2. And checking out Angelo for his deuce on 18. Makes it good 2. Johnny Crawford with the ace there on 17. And got Caitlin Hoke with her ace there. I'm sorry, with her deuce there on 15. And the only player putting right now is Brian Deal on 14. That's it. That's the first time I captured an ace on this hole this evening. And here's Earl on 18. He's spacing off the drop area. He's getting the par putt there. Makes it good 2. We got Chris McDonald on 16. He's going to tap in his 2. Okay. And here's Johnny on the tee at 18. And that'll be a deuce for Johnny. He's got Caitlin on 16. That's going to be short there. And she's got about 2.5 feet for her 2. Back to 18. Richards tee shot. It's going to go in. Good putt for him. Close out his night. And on the tee here at 15, Brian Deal. That's going to drop in for Brian. Good putt.
Go back to it.
Chris McDonald on the tee here at 17 at the back rail. And we'll go back to 15. Russell's going to top right. Nice putt there. We'll look at Brett on 14. It does not go. This is just a hair off. Here we have Caitlin on 17. And she's short of the cup there. Up this for 2. All right. So Brad got his, I'm sorry. Brad got his 2 there. Here's David on 14. Got it there. Good putt. Back to 16. And Deal's going to be about a foot from the cup. He's going to be getting his 2. And on to 18, Chris McDonald makes that deuce. We'll see Caitlin on the tee. And she likes the ramp there. Got Russell with his tee shot there on 16. And Brett looked like he lipped severely on 15. So he won't be able to finish second. So Chase could be winning by 5 tonight, and let's go to 18 again. Caitlin's now playing for her 2 off the tee mat. Nice putt. That was a 2 though, but Russell's on 17, whipped out in the corner. Now let's head back inside.
Yes, y'all made me get a 4. Yes, you did. All them times I'll come out and be quiet.
Here, I gotta play this.
So, there's another 84 though by Angelo. He shot 27 in the final round, so there's 3 84s in the house. Keith, Brad Hoke, and Angelo. Yeah, Russell for his 2 on 17. And Brett for his tee shot on 16. Misses there. Gonna get his 2. And Brad on, Brian Deal on 17. He's going to wind up short. That's a 2 there. And here's David on the tee now. He's going to wait a moment. Watch Russell finish out his night. He's going to push that one out to the right. He'll get his 2 putt there. And now David Myers on 17. He'll miss short, and that's a deuce there. Go ahead and tap that in. And Brett's down to tee. And he will get that tee shot. Good putt. And on 18, Brian Deal. That will miss.
Watch out 42 the first time this week.
Well, total score about the same. Okay.
And he got his 2. Now we'll watch the last 2 players round it out tonight. This will put him at 84 if it goes. So Brett will get his 2. And now David Myers on the tee. And right now we are sitting at 9:22, so obviously this is the latest we've played our local here so far in 2025.
42, 30,
And David will tap into deuce. And as soon as that is completed, we'll give you all the rundown of our final scores. Okay, here are the final scores. Chase wins by 5 strokes with a score of 79, finishing with a final round 25 to get the win by 5 shots over over Keith Waters, over Angelo Corianos, and over Brad Hoke. So next week we should expect more of the same. Get a few more players in your peers. And that will do it here tonight from High Point. We thank everybody for watching. And we'll be back next week, next Tuesday night maybe, from Asheboro. And back again at High Point on Thursday. And the starting time is 7:30. So for everybody here in High Point, I'm Opie Roberts saying thanks for watching. And we will see you next week. Good night.